How did I manifest an SP? Not once, not twice, but thrice. I'm not saying this to brag to you, but I'm sharing with you what I did and how you can replicate these exact steps so that you can also manifest your specific person. My name is Nitish Gyanchandani. I'm a mindset coach and I help you get from where you are to that next level you by shifting your mindset. Because your mindset creates your reality. Let's get to it. So, manifesting a specific person is something that seems very important for a lot of people these days. And I don't really get it. Why is it made to be so difficult and so special when the steps, the path it takes to manifest an SP is exactly the same like how to manifest everything else? So, in this video today, I'm going to be sharing with you the positioning strategy. What exactly it is, what did I do, and how did I manifest my SP not once, not twice, but 3 times so that you can also manifest your specific person. So, what exactly is the positioning strategy? I've shared with you more detail in the other video, so I'm going to be sharing with you the link above. Then you can go through it in more depth. But basically, the positioning strategy is identity shifting. When you try to manifest something, you don't just think about what you want, you have to actually become that person. You have to shift yourself and position yourself from where you are to that person who already has what you're asking for. So the positioning strategy is divided into 3 steps. Okay? Pay attention to this and take note. The first step is to know exactly where you are and exactly what it is that you want to manifest. So for example, in the case of an SP, right now where you are is you do not have a relationship, or you have a relationship with someone you don't love, right? And you want to get out of it. Yeah. So your point A is you are not in a relationship and you would like to get into one, or you are in a bad relationship and you want to get into a better one. Right? Just for the sake of simplicity, let's just use the first one, that you're single and you want to get into a relationship. So your point A is that you're single and want to get into a relationship. Accept it. Don't go against it. Accept the fact that you're single. Put it as point A. Your point B is the person that already has what you want. In this case, that point B is a person who is already in a relationship with your specific person. Yeah? So your point A is you're single. Point B is you in a relationship with your specific person. Already are. Not going to. Already are. How do you do that? Step 2. Create a scene that implies that you already have what you want. In this case, create a scene that implies you already are with your SP. This is one of the most powerful visualization techniques that you can use. Again, I've shared it in more detail in a previous video. I'm going to share the link right here on top of this video. So you got to create a scene that implies you already are with that person. What does that mean? For example, you manifest a text message from that person. You can see that person, for example, in WhatsApp or in Telegram, whichever one you use, or in Messenger, telling you that she loves you or he loves you. That's a scene implying its fruition. Or if you want to get married to that person, you can imagine getting hugged by that person or hugging that person. You're seeing your ring finger, there is a ring there, and in her or his ring finger, there is also a ring. That is a scene implying it's already done. So you gotta create that. Step 1, know where you are and where you want to go. Step 2, create a scene implying its fruition. And step number 3, surrender to that new state. Position yourself, jump from who you are, from point A, to the person who already has what you want. How do you do that? By focusing on the scene that implies it's already done. You do not think about your 3D. You do not think why is it that they don't text you. You do not think whether or not she loves you, whether there's a 3P. Your only duty is to focus on the scene, implying its fruition, and surrender to it. Feel the feeling of already having what you want. Focus on it and surrender to it. If you're inspired to take action based on the state of the wish fulfilled. So that's this 3-step positioning strategy. Now, I would like to share with you how I've applied it into my life in 3 different occasions. The first one, her name is Priyanka. I met her in the year 2015 when I was still starting out as a public speaker. So there was this time I was speaking to a crowd, to a group of people. I think there was about 50 or 60 people in the room, and she came as an audience. So when I saw her, I fell in love with her. Her smile was so beautiful, and I told myself I would like to get her number. So after the session, apparently she came up to me and she said, "Hey, that's a great session," and everything like that. And she gave me her number and I gave her my number, but then there was no contact for about 2 weeks. So this is what I did. I imagined as if she's already mine by creating a scene that in that scene, she hugged me and she whispered in my ear that she loved me. And that hug, that feeling was the feeling of warmth, the feeling of love, the feeling of security, and the feeling of love. So when you create that scene, you got to see it and you're going to feel it real and you got to surrender to it. So I imagined that scene for at least 1 week and there was still no contact. Yeah. So what happened was after 1 week, she was the one who texted me and asked me to meet up. So I met up with her. We met up several times, of course, because I've imagined and I've surrendered. It has to happen. Now there is a third person that appeared in the picture. This third person was someone who was way more mature, someone who was way more successful, someone who was way more, I wouldn't want to say good looking, but someone who was just more ready to get married than me. I wasn't. I was 22 years old when that happened. I was 20 years old when that happened. So what happened was I could have been having a lot of insecurity, and I did have insecurity. So when you have insecurity in your journey in manifesting, let me tell you, it's okay. Just don't let it overpower you. So I had a lot of insecurities, but I told myself I surrender to the end state and everything is happening as a bridge of incident. So I want you to imagine this. There are even times, because I didn't have a car back then, when we wanted to go out for a date, this guy would come and her sister would come and 4 of us would actually be in his car. Can you imagine that? 4 of us would be in his car. And I was trying to be with her. And he was doing the same thing. He also liked her. So I surrendered to the end and I told the universe, it's done. It's happening and I surrender to you. After about 3 days, that guy proposed to her and she told the guy, I don't like you. I like Nitesh. And just like what I imagined, after about 5 days, we met up. She told me the whole incident. She hugged me and she told me she loved me in my ears, just like how I imagined. So that's the first incident of me manifesting my SP, even though the situation was against me. Incident number 1. Incident number 2 was a girl I met at a bar. Her name is Sabrina. She is a very beautiful girl. She came to this bar with 5 of her friends, and there was also some few guy friends. And I saw her from far and I fell in love with her. So I imagined a scene implying that she came up to me and she gave me her number, although she has never met me before. So I was just standing there and I imagined a scene as if she came up to me and she gave me her number, right? So when I did that, I was inspired to take action, not to come up to her, but to just enjoy my day with my friends and go in front and dance and just had a good time. So when you're inspired to take action, you gotta take that action, my friend. So I took that action, started dancing, started enjoying my time, just mingled with everyone, and apparently she saw me. After about a while, I just let it go, and she came up to me and she gave me her number, as what I've imagined. So that's incident number 2. Of course, we went out after a while. It didn't really work out, but if you can imagine it, it can happen. Incident number 2. Incident number 3 is the most special because it's still happening until today. I met this girl at a yacht party. Her name is Roshni. And when I saw her for the first time, she is one of the most beautiful women I have ever seen. Her smile is just so amazing. She is very mature. She doesn't seem very childish. And I just really like her when I saw her for the first time. But there's a catch here. And this is why I'm telling you, anything can happen if you believe. The catch is, she is 7 years elder to me. She's divorced. She already had 3 kids in the past, in her previous relationship. But I really like her and I want to make this happen. So I told myself, well, I have nothing to lose. So what I did was, I imagined a scene that we are already going out, and the next day she sent me a WhatsApp message and she tells me that she loves me and misses me. So the scene was, we go out, and then the next day, like, I could see myself going out with her, I could see myself having fun with her, and then the next day she sent me a WhatsApp message and she told me that she loves me and she misses me. Now this is what happened. Because I didn't really focus well on imagining myself going out with her, but I focused more on the WhatsApp message that she sent because it's just more easier to imagine, right? I started focusing more on a WhatsApp message from her telling her that she loves me and she misses me. What happened was, the next day after we spoke, she went back to her country. She actually is from another country, but she's based in the same country I'm in. She will be there for about a month. And then after that, we started talking and we started getting on the phone, and just like what I imagined, after about 2 weeks, she told me she liked me. I told her I like her as well, and she told me she loves me and she misses me. And we are still going strong until today. We are dating. We are in a relationship. She has come back and the relationship is going very strong. Despite the age difference and everything that seems impossible, it has happened because of imagination, because of the positioning strategy. Now, my dear friend, manifesting an SP is possible if you know how to do it. Use the positioning strategy to your advantage. Number 1, know exactly where you are right now and accept it. Don't be in denial. If you're single, single. If you're single and miserable it is. But also know where you are going. That will be your point B. Once you know where you're going, create a scene implying that what you want is already yours. You don't have to imagine too many things. Just imagine what you want already being yours. Create the scene implying that. And point 3, surrender to that state. When you surrender to the end state, you will not ask when it is coming. You will not ask why is it not happening yet. You will not ask where are the signs. When you surrender, you know everything that is happening right now is a bridge of incident that will lead you to what you want. I hope this inspires you, and if you like this content, don't forget subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing it to your friends and family. And come back tomorrow for more manifesting, mindset, and transformation contents. If you'd like to work with me, there's a link below for you to register for a free discovery call. See if we're fit to work for each other, and if I can help you in your manifesting journey. Always remember, your mindset creates your reality.